I started doing Taekwondo when I was 14, and I was training really hard and was heavily involved in competitions, and I was doing other sports in school and weightlifting, and then finally by the age of 18 my body had enough. I developed really serious back problems and I was in so much pain, so I found out that I had 2 herniated discs and I had to stop doing what I loved. I had to stop training myself. I had to stop teaching Taekwondo. I had to find something else to do. And I never really found my passion after that. Once my dreams, I felt like were just taken away from me. And by the age of 20, I couldn't walk. I just woke up one day and my body said, nope, that's it. And I had to be carried to the bathroom. I had to be carried everywhere. I tried everything. I did physical therapy. They gave me steroids. They tried to give me all kinds of different things, and nothing seemed to work. And I was at the point where those herniated discs had cracked and were pushing against my nerves, and so I really had no other choice but to have surgery, and that was my biggest fear. So I did it, and they took out the discs and replaced them, and then put 6 screws in my back and 2 rods, and I never really healed after that. My body just did not like it. It didn't take, so my fusion didn't heal properly. And I never really got back into anything athletic, anything fitness-wise, because I was in so much pain all the time. I learned to just smile through it and deal with the pain. Most people couldn't tell when I was in pain and when I wasn't. And then I was leaving work one day and I got rear-ended, and that person took off, and I found out that I had another herniated disc above where I had surgery, plus the screws in my back were now loosened, and I had to go back in to replace the hardware. So I did that, and I didn't heal like most people heal. Put 6 screws in my back and 2 rods, and I never really healed after that. My body just did not like it. It didn't take, so my fusion didn't heal properly. I never really got back into anything athletic, anything fitness-wise, because I was in so much pain all the time. I learned to just smile through it and deal with the pain. Most people couldn't tell when I was in pain and when I wasn't. And then I was leaving work one day and I got rear-ended, and that person took off, and I found out that I had another herniated disc above where I had surgery, plus the screws in my back were now loosened, and I had to go back in to replace the hardware. So I did that, and I didn't heal like most people heal. Normally they're out of the hospital within like 1 or 2 days, and they're up and walking, and you know, their recovery is just really good, but mine was different. I was in the hospital this time for like 9 days, and you know, I couldn't get up and walk. I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom, and then I pushed myself really hard, and everybody in the hospital was pushing me really hard to get up. So finally, after 9 days, and I said, well, it's time to go home. So I was in a wheelchair for a really long time. I was then graduated to a walker, and that was fun. And then I think it was like 2 years, I was just bedridden. I couldn't do anything. 2 years after my second surgery, and I still couldn't do anything. So I saw an ad on Facebook for a low-impact, high-intensity workout, and it was kind of like yoga and Pilates mixed, and I thought to myself, well, I need to try something, because I am tired of being in the state that I'm in. I'm tired of not being able to move my body. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of not being the person that I once was. I turned into a completely different person who I didn't even recognize. So I bought the DVDs and I had a really, really hard time at first. I couldn't do half of the moves that they were doing, but I stuck with it and I eventually improved, and every day got better. And every week I saw improvements. So I decided that if I can do it, anybody can do it. And after going through what I've been through, I just wanted to be a coach and I wanted to help other people. So I get asked what I do. Why am I a Team Beachbody coach? And that's because I've been through so much. I've had my dreams taken away from me, but then I went and got those dreams back. Had I not made the decision myself to get up and do something about it, I'd still be in bed right now and not being able to move. I'd be really overweight and just a miserable person. And so I just want to motivate and inspire other people that, maybe they have an injury that they've never really recovered fully from, or maybe you have had back surgery and think that you can't move anymore, or you're afraid to move. I was afraid to move. I was afraid that just bending down to put my socks on were going to make my back tear open again or something. Like, I was just afraid, and I finally just had to overcome that fear and tell myself, if I continue on this path, I'm never going to get any better. And the same goes for you. If you're in the same situation or a similar situation, just know that it's possible. Don't let the doctors tell you you can't do anything. I've had them tell me that I would never be able to do Taekwondo again, and I'm back. I'm training. I'm not sparring yet, but that's my goal. I'm going to be back. And, I'm just happy. So I invite you to start your own journey, and let's do this together. Comment below or private message me or whatever you need. Just know that I'm here. I'm willing to help. Thanks.